Hey, welcome back to the Conversion Clinic. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 ways I use blog posts to dramatically boost my SEO. I'm going to show you some examples of what that looks like, the ways that I actually do it step by step. It's simpler than you think. Stick around. So one of the biggest questions I get asked from clients is, why do I need a blog? And this video is not to prove to you, yes, you need one or no, you need one. I'm just going to show you what's been working for me, and maybe you want to start a blog yourself too. Okay, so one thing that I notice with a lot of clients out there is that there's a clear correlation between performance and number of pages on your site. So this is my website. We have been taking our blog a lot more seriously in the past 6 months. And right now, as you can see, our performance has climbed a lot. All things being equal, it's climbed, right? And you can see the correlation here between the number of pages we have. So we used to have like 69 pages around August, and then we started taking our SEO seriously, as you can see, and we kept going up and up and up and up. So we're up to about 120 pages now, compared to down to 70 6 months ago. And many of these are all blog posts. Some, yes, are pages and localized pages, which I do recommend you do in addition to blog posts. But in this case, the posts, there's a clear correlation to the amount of keywords that we're ranking for, okay? So my 3-step process, and what I've been doing over the last 6 months to get these results, and I've done some very similar results with my clients as well, is publishing 1 to 2 new blog posts or pages per week. Okay, and you can do that now with ChatGPT. There's so many scripts out there. There are very easy ways to do it. You can take screenshots, get it to write a certain way, use psychology, all that kind of stuff. Either way, I'm going to show you why you need blog posts to, dramatically boost your SEO. From what we're seeing here, there obviously is a clear correlation. What I'm not telling you is, in supplement to the new pages that I've created, I have also hired link builders and done my own guest posting to make sure that I'm doing it at the same time as writing these pages out. You can't just bet on one thing that's going to get you there, like blog posts, for example. So I just do 2 things. I do new blog posts each week, or new landing pages, and I also get about 12-ish backlinks from different domains to my website each month. Okay, and there's plenty of services out there. Definitely go for quality over quantity. You need to spend a minimum, like what I spend is around $2K US per month for that service, but there's plenty out there that are like 5K or 10K per month. Definitely go quality over quantity. At the very beginning, like even before this, I had terrible rankings because I went cheap like years ago. So learn from that mistake. Do not cheap it out when you're buying backlinks. Anyway, this isn't a video for backlinks. I want to go through my 3-step process with how I work with my blog. So I try to keep things simple, and at my agency at JRR Marketing, we work on our own marketing at the same time as our clients. We walk the talk sort of thing. What you're seeing now is my plan of how I kind of structure my blog posts. 1, I do it this way so that I can understand what I have on the website now and what I'm missing. And 2, I don't cannibalize all the pages. Like I don't overlap in any way. I don't cover the same topic twice as much as I can. So I'm zoomed all the way out because I've got so much content here. I'm using a tool called ClickUp, and I'm using a web planner that we have in-house. What you can see, and it's loading so slowly because I've got so many tasks on here. Basically, the way that I've mapped it out, these little tiny things down here, the green bits, that's 3 different tasks, and they're highlighted green, so they're actually published on the website. The ones in blue are yet to be done. So what you can see is there's a lot of content under specific pages and posts, and if I scroll in slowly, it's taking so long. Each page that I have has a keyword focus, and you can see the ones that are delivered. In one of these tasks, I mapped them out under a category. So I've got, this is under the topic digital marketing, and then under digital marketing, you could have all sorts of pages. You could have case studies, you could have commercial type pages, like I've got pages where I'm selling my digital marketing services. I've got location pages where it's like digital marketing consultant Sydney, and then it's more location based. And then I've got like how-to guides, so that's my blog posts, and my what is, like glossary type pages. So this is how we map out for all of our clients. We do the exact same thing, rinse and repeat. SEO is simpler than you think. Keep it simple, but you got to be consistent. That's all. Consistent with quality. So each one of these with the blog, how do I come up with this? So this whole thing in a nutshell, what it is topical authority. So what's the whole point? Why am I creating so many pages? It's to create what we call topical authority. You can Google this, you can look it up. Basically what it means is I'm trying to, like here, for example, knitting. Knitting is the topic, and these are the clusters around knitting. What do you mean by knitting? So that's like a glossary type keyword, and then that might be covered in one blog post. Unless, if you typed in how many knitters are there in the world, you type that into Google and it comes up with one blog post that has that answer only. And then you type in a separate query that says, what are 2 types of knitting? And that shows you another blog post, then that means Google is trying to, like Harry Potter's sorting hat, it basically has said that these are 2 different blog posts because the intent is different for each query, right? So you need to write a different thing for each one. That's what the user is kind of expecting. So you need to basically think from the user's point of view, what are they typing into Google? What would they expect to see if they type that into Google? And you can just type it into Google yourself. And that's kind of like how we do a lot of our keyword research, is that we will go through Keyword Planner in Ahrefs or SEMrush or SEM ranking or whatever it is that you use. We then type in a keyword around digital, like we'll do it now, digital marketing. And then we might find that it's way too competitive. The top 10 search results, we might find that, okay, well, this is a glitch. This is incorrect, but look at these ones. So 2,700 words I've got to write for that one, 4,000, 7,000, 2,000. So on average, I'm guessing if you did an average between all of these, if you don't take this into consideration, then I probably have to write around 3,000 words, whatever it might be, 3,300 words. And that's what Google is kind of expecting for this. Now, I wouldn't go for something as competitive as this, but I might want to cover it as part of my topical authority. Google is expecting to see that I'm covering all sorts of aspects of SEO for my blog or my website to do with that particular subject or that topic, so that Google can deem me as an authority and rank me for more and more and more keywords around that particular thing. So as long as I'm covering enough subject matter around a particular topic, Google is going to reward me for it, as you saw before. So I might want to go through and go, what is digital marketing? What is freelance digital marketing? So you might find that what is digital marketing, if I click on that, let's have a look quickly. So MailChimp is ranking. Then you've got people also ask, blah, 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 blah. What is, so Investopedia, HubSpot are the same competitors showing for this one. Let's see. So different. Okay, so what you see now is Google is basically saying the search term for what is freelance digital marketing should be a different blog article, blog post than the previous one, which was what is digital marketing? Okay, so those should be 2 separate blog posts that you cover. Now, to think that you're going to rank for those with look how competitive the competitors are right now, you probably won't rank for it. But it might be a good idea to cover it as part of your topical authority, but it might be an even better idea to cover low-hanging fruit in terms of keywords that are less competitive, and you cover the intent of the search query a lot. So what I find is a lot of the topics that I cover on my web planner, I'm finding that there's not a lot of competitors out there covering the exact intent of what someone is typing in. So I will try to beat the existing ranking articles, not in terms of amount of links pointing to my articles, but by the intent. Can I help the person answer their question as quick as possible with a blog post? Step 1 is basically do your research. Step 2 is to plan it on this web planner. Step 3 is to write the content. Simple. Keep that system. But let's say, for example, I have a look at primacy effect, this one here. Go to view task, and then what I have is I've got the published link where I've linked it to. I've scheduled this in advance, but I have a Google document. And in this Google document, I just flesh out the content. I add the meta title, meta description, make sure it's got the keyword in there. The keyword for this case is what is the primacy effect? So I've injected that throughout the article, but I've also made it really compelling and easy to read. It's well researched, it's got stats, it's got research, like peer-reviewed journals and studies. And I've also interlinked between my other blog posts in here. Like the bandwagon effect, I linked to another blog post of mine covering 13 dangerously powerful marketing biases that you can use. And I link straight to this section that's related to the bandwagon effect. So I scroll down automatically. So this is my strategy, and this is what I've been doing for the past 6 months, and you can see it's coming to fruition. I'm being patient, as you can see. I'm making sure that I'm doing best practices as I'm going. I'm doing your link building, I'm doing your blog posts, I'm making sure it's quality content, not just fluff from ChatGPT. I'm making sure it's well researched. And look, you can see the results. It works, okay? It doesn't not work. You can see that it's working in real time. So anyway, that is why blog posts are so important for your SEO. They just bolster all of your pages, okay? So I hope that was insightful and helpful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Here to help. See you in the next video.